Diablo fans, this is Chad coming at you live from in Diablo. Most of you know me from my mage on World of Warcraft I play. Today I'm going to be on my Diablo character. I currently have a Barbarian as my main. I've been working on him for a couple of months now, and I've been building him up slowly on gear and everything. And I just wanted to make a video today and show you, progression, what I've done, what I started from, now how to help you people that are starting off, beginners, what to stack, what to do. Because I have some people that ask me a lot that, well, how do I get up to your DPS? How do I get these stats? How do I not die on MP10? And we're going to go through all that base today. Starters, let me show you my character real quick. I currently have 219,455,000 DPS without Battlecry. I approximately have about 260 maybe with Battlecry. Vitality is at 1,035. Gives me a little over 51,000 health. With resistance of 600 minimum to 662 maximum, which is in the bare necessity of what you need at the HP and resistant range. Most important stat in my opinion is resistance. People say health, but I don't believe so. I've actually rolled with 32,000 health at MP10 and pulled it off with 800 resistance, which really helps out the basis. The critical hit chance I drastically improved. The reason why my DPS went up almost 60,000 DPS. And I'm sorry if you guys hear anything in the background. I got friends in the background talking. Base starter to start off with, because you're probably not going to start off with the gear I got, because I put a lot of time and a lot of effort into this gear and gearing me up and getting started. Most important thing I could tell you to do is when you start, I professionally and prefer people going Whirlwind spec, only formally because it's the easiest spec, and it's really the only spec you really want to go with a Barbarian, because for AoEs and Giant Elites, you want to go HOTA spec, which is the Hammer of the Ancients, with Whirlwind spec. So you got both of the two things you need. Heavy DPS for single target, heavy DPS for AoE. Very good things to have. Second thing I like to do, I like Ruthless, which every Barbarian uses. Critical hit chance increases, and your critical hit damage increases with that, which you really want as a Barbarian. That's all you want, really. Weapons Master, I choose that because I'm using currently the mace and the axes, and as you see, it can give you 10% critical hit chance more, which drastically increases your DPS, especially on your tornadoes. I use Bloodthirst because it gives you 3% of all damage done as life, which is crucial. The other specs I use for Whirlwind, of course I got Whirlwind as my secondary on there. I use the Hurricane Glyph because it'll increase your movement speed with your Whirlwind so you can move around faster, especially in MP10, which you need. My other action bar skills. Hammer of the Ancients is your giant main DPSer for single target DPS. I use a Smash Glyph because it strikes in a smaller area for a lot more damage. Very crucial when you need it in like big elites you're going to attack. Wrath of the Berserker I use as well. You become a giant guy for 15 seconds to increase your DPS and all your abilities basically. And I got Thrive of Chaos on there because every fury you gain, the duration of Wrath of Berserker is increased. I use Bash. There's some people that use different ones for their primary attack. I like Bash primarily because when I run into targets, I want to hit them once or twice, get enough fury, pop my battle cry, let's say, and then pop Wrath of Berserker, and I'm good. I can just start Whirlwind right after that. I like that, and I have the Instigation Glyph with it because it generates additional fury with each attack on top of that. I think every Barb has a Sprint. I mean, there's some that don't, but I love, who doesn't love Sprint? You get to run around a lot faster and do things faster. And I got Run Like the Wind Glyph on there, which creates your tornadoes, which you crucially need as Whirlwind spec. And Battle Rage, of course, which increases your damage and your critical hit chance for 120 seconds. And I have Into the Fray Glyph, which critical hits have a chance to generate fury, which is very crucial, which you need. Alright, so we went over the base glyphs and what you should go into stat-wise. I was talking a little bit about. Let me get a little back into that. Me, preferably people tell me a 5% lifesteal is good. I sit at about 8.6%, only generally because I play it safer on that. Because I like to, when I'm going against big elites, I don't want to guaranteedly, because when I'm doing, let's say, 600k DPS, well, 5% of that, I'm doing like 15,000 heals per second. Well, they're generally hitting me for 18k a second practically, so I need more heals. Gives me the 8%, I'm almost doing like 28,000 heals per second now, so it's very hard for them to kill me. I'm just generating my health so fast, which really is good. Another thing I hear people going into, we're going to go into gear real quick. The most important thing you want to stack is strength, obviously. You want for your damage, your strength, your damage abilities. You want vitality, strength. Dexterity is good because it gives you defensive dodges, and it also increases your DPS. Most important of all, though, resistance to all elements. You want to maintain a lot of that on almost every piece of gear. There is some where you don't want, like your rings. See, my rings don't have it. This has fire resistance, but this one doesn't. My weapons have nothing, and that's practically it. And my legs don't. So you want to maintain. I mean, I'm holding at about 600. Let's say it's just 630 average resistance. If you're doing like MP5s or 7, I would probably say 500s, 50, 500s, pretty good. Lower MPs. I mean, 500s probably, but if you're going up into 8 to 10 MP levels, you're going to have at least 600 minimum to 800 average. 800 is very good. You will not die with 52,000 health and 800 resistance. You'll be basically God walking into the screen. Another thing to go over is gems. I have some people that tell me when I put on my main hands, because I don't know where your general idea will be on your budgeting, because I spent roughly on my weapons, like I spent 400 million gold on the axe offhand, and I got this one for like 120 million. So I spent a lot of gold, obviously. But if you're starting off, the gem I say to get is like the 45% critical hit gem for Barbarian's Whirlwind spec. You put that into both your weapons. You want to get sockets because you want to get critical hit damage. It's the most important thing. It's going to increase your DPS more than anything. You get that. You make sure you have this spec right here, Weapons Master, and you'll be good. And you can go on that, and your DPS will increase like drastically. You want to keep strength gems, of course, in all your pieces besides your helmet. You want to get the Amethyst gem, which increases your life. I like to stay with Ice Climbers. I hear some people like to go with the Incantanas or whatever boots. I like this generally because it gives you more life and more resistance rather than just movement speed. I don't use really any movement speed except my legs. Other than that, that's pretty much a solid build on it. You want to keep your Immortal King set. You want to keep the 2-piece because, as you can see, it gives you 60 resistance to all elements, which is crucial, very crucial in gearing. Most people go gloves and chest. I went belt and chest generally because I had the 3% healing converted to life. Basically, my damage is converted to life, and I got more stats out of the gloves anyway. But that's about it for the gearing, guys. In my my next continuation, part 2 video, I'm going to show you some clearings of MP10 level Inferno, and I'm going to show you what kind of DPS I can do and what you can expect to see and if you start clearing MP10 Inferno. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope this helped you. Leave comments below, please, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you later, guys. Thank you for watching.